You might not know the word EMAW, but they do in Manhattan, Kansas. It means every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. Coming out with it, it's Valdez. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Jay, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Stevens. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Give to the running back. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, Look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys. He couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
The give to the back. On the move is the 30. All kinds of running room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Let's go. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling.
Slam.
They'll give it to him again. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Get set, get set. Flex, flex, flex.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On the double.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range.
4-2, spot.
He's looking downfield to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off the play fake. Pressure come. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On the move, it's Daly. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Yeah, and a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Daly. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Running to the left. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Canes moving quickly to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Calls his own number. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Handoff to the lone back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Miami 7, Kansas City 3.
And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Montgomery. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
They want to run it left here. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Going up top. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida Atlantic. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Lizzie. Come on, set. Ready.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
Get set.
They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Kansas State has it 1st and goal.
Slam.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about...
And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
On the ready.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
He's loose.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we're all tied up.
Ready up.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Lasso. Lasso.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they go back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Handoff from the gun. And the Canes get it past the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the left.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's right on target. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll go to the ground. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You've got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads it left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Off play action on first down. He wants a big play here late. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
On second down, looking to throw. This time he's got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38.
42, Spider.
He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Quarterback will audible. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. The 50. The 30. The 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Miami. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. Game is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score up, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Montgomery. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Offense in an empty set. Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the misfire, now on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.